This is my fan, and it's been on for about 2 weeks. And it appears to still be working, so I'm just trying to keep it a little bit cool in there so it doesn't become a complete oven, so it doesn't destroy anything I've got in there. I've never had a powered ratchet. I'm going to be taking off the water pump and replacing it, so I wanted something that could still have power, so I could do it in a hurry and still be able to get between the radiator and the engine body, or the radiator and the fan shroud, etc. I do have a couple of identical impact socket sets here, 5/16 to 3/4 metric and SAE. I've got an old van, so I want to make sure I have all my bases covered. Over here I got a very cheap torque wrench called a Do Better. I was really looking at getting Milwaukee or one of the others, but it's basically if I'm going to be doing suspension work or changing tires, it's important. An impact wrench. I'm going to be changing it's, like I said, suspension and things like that is what this is basically for. Old rusted bolts tend to be large, tend to be underneath the car, etc. So I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of that. So, but for less than $100, something I'm not going to use very often, it wasn't a major expense. Going around to the front of the car now. It's over 100 out here now, and it's going to get a lot worse. I've only made one minor change, and I've got a lot of stuff to do. I can't do anything like the water pump, the Serpentine Belt, or anything else till at least next week. And then I've got to find a place to do it. But I got to do it at least next week because the parts aren't here yet. I did change my battery terminals. I used the old-fashioned technique of putting screws in the positive side because it was old and worn out. So I bought some of these metallic ones. Not sure if they're a lot better, but I am able now to hook up with this secondary red cable my split charger without having an extra bolt on. They did come with battery cable connectors, but they were European, and I think the Europeans do it a little bit different than we do in America, especially in an old vehicle. Some of the modern vehicles probably use the exact same technique. Alright, I'm going to do a quick show here. And I think that's about all I can show right now, since I'm basically what's the old ancient Cher song, Gypsy Tramps and Thieves. I'm basically moving from place to place, and I'm out of the van 90% of the time during the heat of the day and in the heat of the night now. So I really do need to get that AC I ordered long ago that doesn't have a tracking number yet. But okay, I am doing well in my hydraulic fluid for my brakes. I put some hydraulic leak protector in there because I need to work on those as well. Underneath, I'm not showing any water. I put some I don't know what's the name of that. I'll think of it in a minute. I'll put it above here so I won't have to worry about thinking of it now. But it sealed up my water system. Probably gave those little seals a little help on my water pump to extend them till I can get a chance to make that pump change. The pump should be arriving in about 3 or 4 days. Okay, that's about an update on the van, at least the mechanical portions of it. So I'll be getting back to trying to stay cool and trying to go get something to drink or eat right now. So this is an expense I didn't plan to make, and I do not plan to expend a whole lot of money on doing a water pump right now. I'm just trying to see I've got plenty of space here, and I moved that fan shroud to actually reach the water pump. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got, and I will talk to you later.